Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Glad to see you. I did a lot of crocheting and whatnot yesterday, so today was a steam clean my halls day, and that took most of my afternoon. But I did get a little crochet done and a tiny bit of cross stitch. Come on in. Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. What a lovely quiet time of the day. Here I am partying it up on a Saturday night watching scary movies. Okay, that one didn't turn out to be scary. It looked like it might be scary, but it turned out to be super cute. So, I was alright with that. It was a Asian movie. Oh dear. It's on Tubi. Basically, this guy is a magician and he hires this girl to play as a ghost in his act. Turns out she actually can see ghosts. And that was pretty cute. I didn't mind it. A lot of fun. I wish I could think of the name of it. Hold on one moment while I look here. Okay, quick look. It's called Spellbound. Let me take another peek here. And it was made in 2011. Rated 14. TV. Comedy, fantasy, horror, foreign/international. It wasn't too bad. It was a good way to spend the night. While doing my crochet, it was entertaining. I have no complaints. So I am getting closer and closer to finishing this big bad boy. I'm very happy about that. I'm debating about whether this is going to be my last row or not in this gorgeous red. I, in the last couple days, have done 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. And today I've done about 2.5 of them. So today's gotten the most action here. I am planning on doing a little more cross stitch though. I really want to get that done. My son bought me a game on Steam for my computer, House Flipper. And the base game with 2 DLCs was $3.25. So I would like to get this done for him. I'll probably just pass him a few bucks. But he got paid today and he was super stoked. He's a very generous young man. And he doesn't have to be, so I try not to take advantage. This was a super good deal, so he was super excited. We like finding deals, so that makes us both really happy when we find deals. And we've always tried to spoil each other when we can. Long day. My legs are feeling the pushing of my steam cleaner. I've got a big heavy one, and it works pretty alright. I had to redo my hallway. I could see where the brushes had missed quite a bit, and there was like this black line. It wasn't black, but to me it looked black after it was done last time. So that was definitely on my to-do list massively. And then a couple days ago, my daughter was playing in their La La Loopsy tent right behind my chair here while I was working at the desk, and she spilt a whole cup of pineapple juice. Her dad gave it to her in a big girl cup, and I didn't realize she had brought it in here, so it was a double whammy. One of those times where, kids just do what kids do, so I wanted to make sure that was cleaned up before it became a stain. Don't worry, she helped me clean it up. We grabbed some cloths, we patted it, we put the vinegar on, Came back a while later, patted it again, so she was overly happy to help me. She felt bad. She was really upset that it happened. She don't like to make spills. Crumbs are one thing because it just means I pulled the vacuum, which she doesn't like, so husband took the girls out, both girls, because they don't really do well with loud engines, and they went out for most of the afternoon while I put on my headphones, threw on an audiobook, The Handyman Tales or something along that line. That is some stuff. I waited in line for a couple weeks for that one. It said it was going to be 8 weeks. It's only 8 hours, so I'm a good chunk through. And yeah, it gives me Shining vibes. Definitely gives me the vibes of The Shining. And yeah, some weird stuff going on for sure. Changing personalities, sudden bouts of anger. Yeah, it's just a lot of interesting stuff going on in that one. Not bad, not bad. I do like spooky season. I do. There's a lot. Like, spooky season for me never really ends. Like, to be fair, right now, I still have last year's mini tree up. We haven't put the lights on for quite a while, but my youngest, she made the saddest, most heartbroken face when I went to take it down. And it stayed up. I wasn't going to do it. I was like, no, you know what? Who's it going to hurt? I've had a couple people say something about it when they saw it online and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, you go tell her. And they're like, nope. It can stay up. We understand now. Go ahead and make fun. But if a 3-year-old with the prettiest eyes just looks at you so sad because she just loves it so much. No, it's fine. It can stay. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. She just loves to talk about it. I also, at the same time, have kept out quite a few of our Halloween decorations. My son and I are quite into the Halloween decorations. He's got some zombie pictures and stuff, but he's taken them down because his sisters go have a play area right outside his room, and he doesn't have a door. It's a weird setup. It's a loft upstairs with its own private bathroom. No door. So there's like this little vestibule outside where the door should be, but there's no actual door. So we have a hanger piece that doesn't, it just suction cups basically to the walls, and we have really long curtains there, and that's what we can do with that space. So we did put some of the girls' toys up there, and there's a little TV, so if, say, one of them needs to get away from the other one, they can have a private area. But they don't usually use it too much. The little one goes up there occasionally, finds a couple toys, and brings them to my room, which they have a separate play area. So they've got play areas all over the house. And I know some people really don't like that kind of lifestyle, but I wasn't supposed to have kids, so they're all my miracles, and I don't mind them playing all over the house. It makes me very happy. So I've got toys in my room. There's toys in the bathrooms. There's toys in the hallway. There's toys by the dining room table. There's toys in the living room. And there's toys in the bedroom. I just have fun. Just have some fun. We pick them up constantly throughout the day. We try to keep the walkways cleared out, but we also try to let them enjoy themselves. They're only going to be kids for a short time. I'm not going to make them be absolute neat freaks. That's my job. And even then, some days I just do not have it in me to do a deep clean on everything. I'll do the dishes, I'll sweep the floor, and I'll vacuum most days. But I'm not going to sit there and dust every day. I should, though, in this place. But trying my best to find a happy medium. Oh, really getting quite intrigued by the carrion cakes, right? Carrion cakes. And they're the colorform ones. Those ones look really nice. Bag O'Day just released a gorgeous shawl. I think it's called like a 3D shawl. And she did it in macchiato lovely, which is my baby girl's jam. She loves that colorway, loves that yarn. That was her specific request for when she goes out today, was that she got to wear her gorgeous sweater that I made her. I was so touched. What a sweetheart. Loves mommy's crochet. Okay. Sure do like granny stitch. So being that everybody else has got cardies, hexagon cardies, I kind of have two. What I put those bad boys? Yes, website jam. Got these two carrion cakes. Talked about them quite a few times because I keep coming back to it, but I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna bite the bullet and I am going to get one started for myself because I want one. I want to match my girls. I don't have to have the same colors, but I just want the same vibe as them. Nothing wrong with that. Very fashion. Oh, goodness. I am so glad that my hallway is good. My bedroom is good. I can't see that dusty path to the door of my bathroom anymore, which is really good. Now I just got to get the rest of the down the hall looking good. I started down here because I knew it'd be easiest, and the next parts were the big high traffics. I try to do them every 6 months, and it is a lot of effort. It's a big, loud machine. I'd like to get a different one, a newer one that's a lot quieter and lighter. We'll see. This one's got a few pieces that have broken off. The hose for the handheld part is not attached anymore, so that's kind of a pain, especially considering I need to do some couches. They really, really need to be done. They do not smell very nice, in my opinion. That's a good afternoon's worth of work. And yeah, I gotta do the main living area. I think somebody dropped a blueberry on the floor a while ago and didn't tell me. And then they thought they cleaned it up, but I can see it's a darker stain. Kids and blueberries, what are you gonna do? Light colored carpet. But it does freshen up the house. Definitely improves the smell, so that's always good. I'm gonna put my diffuser on in a few minutes. It gets pretty dry in the bedroom. I did get a cute one from Temu recently. It matches my living room one, which is a lot bigger. And yeah, so far I haven't really put a scent in it. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm not a big fan of scents in general, but the misting, the softening of the air around is already helping my sinuses a lot, because this time of year I'm usually getting a lot more sinus headaches than I am. That's why I know I haven't turned it on, because it's pretty late and I can feel that this sinus right here is feeling really throbby. I've gotten some really terrible sinus infections, so I've always got very sensitive ones. There's nothing in them. There's no polyps or anything. I've had that checked a few times. Nothing like that. It's just straight up inflamed, uncomfortable, super sensitive. Just do not look at me. Do not touch me. Don't pass go. Fine. So that was kind of cool today on so many lives. I just couldn't believe the lives today. There was the Yarn Geek with alt knots. That was cool. I ended up missing part of it. I told YouTube to notify me. It notified me on a device I wasn't using. So I missed a good chunk of it. I was pretty mad. And then later on, Bag O'Day was on live. And she was encouraging everyone to go and subscribe to the Yarn Addict. He's a fairly new YouTuber. And we got 10 videos and already up over 1,000. When I subscribed, he was at about 650 subscribers. Now he's over 1.4K now. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I make YouTube videos too, and for like a quick nanosecond, I was like, oh, why can't someone shout me out like that? And I was like, no, what? That's not how I want to do things. What does that get me? Gets me more subscribers, cool, but I'm not chomping at the bit to become huge. I am doing this for pretty selfish reasons. It's not money reasons. They are more reasons like camaraderie. I did not say that right, did I? I'm just looking for other yarny people. I just want to say hey. So I quite often will push myself to make comments on lots of lives when I catch them. I don't always catch them though. I'm pretty busy. So, and I don't know if I'd be able to do a live. I'd love to do a live just to chit chat and talk about yarn and other crafts if needed, if wanted. I'm not opposed to other crafts. I'm super interested in most, just because I'm just a big fan of art altogether. I love creativity, others' creativity, my creativity. I'm just wowed by the human experience that way. That part of the human experience is absolutely amazing, and I love it so much. Paintings, drawings and books, writing, painting, dancing, music, just anything that can express deep, real emotions of your soul. Like, I can even admire some advertising. If it's done well, there have been a few commercials that I've been like, yeah, I see you. I see what you've done there, and I like it. I don't want to see it again, but once is good. It's a gorgeous burgundy. I love burgundy. When my grandmother passed when I was 16, she picked my dress for the funeral. It was this burgundy wine color, and it was beautiful. It looked so pretty on me, and that's what she wanted me to wear because she wanted me to celebrate. She didn't want me wearing all black. She knew I'd be sad, but she also was dying from her second round of cancer, and she was exhausted. She was tired, and she didn't want her passing to be a burden. She wanted it to be more of a release for her. And so she picked my dress. She asked me to see some of my nicer outfits, and I showed her. She said, I love the way you look in that dress. You look so beautiful, and I'm so proud of you. So that's what I wore to her funeral. I did have a few comments thrown in my direction about how I was inappropriate because it was just above my knees. It flared out, and it was a bit of a scoop neck. It wasn't an inappropriate dress at all. And it was the fact that the color, and that I actually looked really gorgeous in it. It was a beautiful dress. Like, even, I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I did look very pretty in that dress. It really suited my body shape. The color complemented my skin tone, and it was just one of those things where sometimes you find a nice dress or something, and that just looks so amazing on one person, but looks terrible on another. It was just one of those. And, you'll find a few throughout your life. And, it was dark colored, and I remember a few older ladies were trying to throw some shade at me, telling me, I was basically a devil child and whatnot. And Yeah. Whenever I see this color, I think of that dress. And I think of my grandmother with love. Absolutely. With love. And honestly, as much as the little ladies tried to make me feel terrible and they tried to make me feel like I was garbage and trash, they didn't. I knew what my grandmother wanted, and I did what she asked. And I will never, ever feel bad about it. Not a chance. She would love that I do all this crafting now. She always loved, she taught me how to knit, and from a book mostly, and she tried to teach me and she got mad. We did a bit of cross stitching and other crafts, but crafting has been handed down at least 3 or 4 generations now, and it is definitely something huge in my family, and that is absolutely makes me feel connected. And yeah, so I'm happy to put this color in my mom's wrap, because I know my grandmother really loved this color, and I know my mom loves this color, and I love this color, so it's 3 generations in a row that all love this beautiful burgundy wine. Just beautiful. Okay, come on, give me my chain 1. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta listen to what other people say, and then other times you gotta do your own thing and be happy on your own terms. Don't let someone else tell you you're wrong. I mean, I'm seeing people talk about how they think hexie cardigans are all done, and I'm like, cool. I'm okay with that. I'm still gonna want one. I think they're cute. They're absolutely adorable, my daughters. And they're both just loving theirs, so I want one. Just to throw on. Why not? Even if I don't wear it anywhere. I can wear it at home. I get cold. Why not? Yeah. But I'm going to probably get that started in the next couple days. As soon as I'm done this one, I'm going to start the hexagon cardigan for myself. It should take me very long. I think I'm going to go up a size over its recommended size. I believe it said it was a 5 or a 6, so I'm going to go up 1. And I should be able to go through it pretty fast. This pattern just with 6 sides instead of 2 corners. It has 6 corners. And I don't do it where I'm slip stitching into 3. I don't like doing that, so I've done, when I do them, I have altered it a little bit. I get to the spot where you're connecting for your last one. I just do a half double crochet like Lego Day does, and I found I don't have to skip over 3 to get there. I just do a chain 1, and then I chain right back into that over the half double crochet. Because as soon as I saw I had 2 different versions of it that I found for pattern wise, they wanted me to like do that right here and then go back this way and then go the other way, and I didn't like doing it. I felt very uncomfortable, and so I haven't done it that way. So that's my little version that I've changed over. I'll just keep going around and around and around and around. I mark where I start. That's not a big deal, but I'll just keep going around and around and around and around. Okay, it still worked out. Still looked pretty much the same, and yeah, it was pretty mindless and easy to do. So watching movies, listening to books, whatever, it'll be my go-to, because I like to have an easy project to do when I'm doing more complicated ones. Yeah, it's the weekend, isn't it? Yay! So, what's everybody got planned this weekend? Any big projects? Any big shops? Anybody doing a yarn haul? I like watching people's yarn hauls. I don't mind. They're still regular. And for the most part, I don't normally get too jealous. Occasionally, if I see something, I'm like, oh, that's gorgeous. I wish it was mine. But I'm not jealous. I'm happy for you. And I don't have enough room for more, so I'm going through a lot of my stuff I have. I'm using up what I've got. Maybe grab one or two around my birthday, which is the end of December. Might just go to Michael's and grab some carrying cakes or something silly like that, just for something to do. Get 3 or 4 in the same colorway or something to do something fun for me. I really want to do a duster. I don't have enough of anything to really do one, so I may have to do a multicolored one. I'm thinking the boucle, because I got a lot of that now. I started off with none, and now I have a bunch, and I am waiting to see how much I can get before I decide what kind of pattern. I have a feeling it's going to be something that I'm doing right from the brain. In other words, I might find some inspiration and just create from there, which I've done one other time. Well, 2, I guess. I sometimes change other patterns to suit my needs. Like, I'll just be like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. So I'm just gonna do this instead. And yeah, if you don't like it and it doesn't turn out exactly the same, I'm fine with that too. I really am. I love that crochet is pretty forgiving that way, where just because it says to do it that way doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it that way. And there's lots of things you can do to adjust for your own tastes and stuff. Things like sewing, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you can do some things to make it unique and your own, but for the most part, it seems the same. Anyways, I know I'm not saying anything bad about sewing. I am very amateur at sewing. I do have a sewing machine, and I can do a little bit of hand sewing, and I admire people that make clothes because fashion is passion. And yeah, I wish I was better at it. It's one of those few things that I do once in a while, and when I don't do it perfect the first time, I get super disappointed and grumpy with myself because I should be really good at it, and I'm not. So, yeah, it's a little fun. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I hope you have a nice rest of your weekend. And for everybody here in Canada, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a nice meal planned, whether it's turkey, whether it's whatever, and it doesn't matter that to me that's labeled as Thanksgiving. I just make it an excuse to have a fancy dinner with my family and people I love. Thanks for joining me here, and I'll see you again very, very soon.